So we've got the Desire loaded up now with the SIM card in it. As you can see, it's got the same size display as the Nexus One. When you load it up for the first time, you get this kind of quick start cheat sheets to show you kind of what you can do. Obviously we can slide through all of the different panes, and here you can see it tells us that you can press and hold to add a widget or tap the plus button to add widgets. There are 7 home screens, obviously, rather than Android 2.1 standard 5 as you get on the Nexus One. And obviously we've got also HTC's widgets, and they've also replaced some of the applications. So instead of the standard mail application, you get HTC's, which has a slightly better implementation of Active Sync, which also supports Calendar Sync, which the standard Android 2.1 build doesn't. Some of the other changes they've made, there's a new desk clock app, which sort of brings all the different weather widgets in there and gives you access to world clocks, alarms, timers, that sort of thing. The home buttons down here at the bottom are a lot easier to press than the touch sensitive buttons on the Nexus One, which only seem to really respond when you get them in exactly the right place, whereas obviously these buttons are quite large. Another kind of key difference is that this has got HTC's QWERTY keyboard, which we're quite a fan of. The auto prediction tends to work a little better than Android's standard one. Obviously you get all of HTC's widgets, including the new Friend Stream widget, which is kind of brand new to this latest version of HTC Sense, and this lets you pull together all of the different social networks that you might be signed into, so Twitter, Facebook, Flickr, which previously HTC integrated into each contact on a per contact basis through the address book, and now you can actually pull them into one long stream of different updates. Now it's something that we've tried on the HTC Legend, which we reviewed a few weeks back, and it works pretty well, though we still, if you're a power user of Twitter or Facebook or anything like that, we still kind of prefer the individual apps. You also get the so-called helicopter view, which with a pinch zoom gesture there you can go in and see a preview of what's happening on all of the different screens, and that's something new to Sense. Now obviously both of these phones have got 3G connections. The Desire only has 3G for Europe, so it doesn't have the same US support for 3G on T-Mobile in the USA. So that means that at the moment this handset will only be sold in Europe, and it does have a couple of other changes over the Desire, over the Nexus One I should say. For instance, HTC have done some work in the browser, and now obviously as well as supporting multi-touch, which the Nexus One does, you also get flashlight support. So for instance you can tap on a video on the BBC's site, and after you've downloaded a little, which I'm doing over Wi-Fi at the moment, it's just taking a little while.
I think the best piece of advice I had was to act like a really, really big business.
You will get obviously video support there, and it's not the smoothest we've seen, and of course there's obviously a YouTube client on the phone to kind of deal specifically with YouTube videos, which works a lot more smoothly. But it does mean that you can play Flash videos inline in web pages, and you can play Flash games on the Desire, which kind of a lot of people are looking for, and it does set it apart from something like the iPhone, say, or even just the Nexus One. So that's the HTC Desire. It's going to be available on UK networks over the next couple of days, and we'll have a full review up on Slash Gear very soon. Thanks for watching this unboxing.